Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it is for um Sunday, the 12th day of February, which is the 16th day of Shvat. And now we're going to continue with some of the brachas laws that we were in the middle of. The last law that we had told you was that you should hold the food in your right hand when making the bracha, and then after the right hand is considered more prominent, hold it in your right hand, make the bracha, and then eat the food after the bracha. And we had told you that lefties should also hold it in their right hand. That's actually a machlokas. Little correction that I'm making today, that the rabbis argue about. Some rabbis say that a lefty should hold it in the right hand because right is still more prominent, and others say that it should be in the left hand because that's your stronger hand. So you can go either way on that. If necessary, if the food is, let's say, a sticky food and you don't want to hold it in your hand will get all dirty, then you could hold the plate or the cup or the whatever in your right hand and make the bracha in that setup. Kabbalistically speaking, it's not appropriate to hold the food on a knife. So if you have a knife in your right hand and stuck right through the knife at the end of the knife is the food that you're going to make the bracha on, that's not considered appropriate, Kabbalistically speaking. If it's a plastic knife, that's okay because we barely call that a knife in those terms, but a metal knife, steel, iron, that kind of thing, that's not the way you hold a food when making a bracha. When it comes to a metal fork, you might say the same thing. Well, that's like a stabber item. That's what forks do, is they stab food. But it's not the same. And so we tend to be lenient about forks. So if you do have a piece of food daintily placed at the edge of your fork and you make the bracha, and right after the bracha you eat it off the edge of the fork, that is appropriate according to most rabbis. If it's a water fountain, so it's not always practical to be holding the water because the water's in the fountain and you're going to make the bracha and then press the button. So according to a lot of rabbis, that's okay. Pressing the button is like the right hand action kind of. I make the bracha and press, and here comes the water. So you could do that. It's a good idea to check that the water fountain's working, so you won't have one of those surprises like make the bracha and then say, oh, there's no water. So check that the water's flowing, make the bracha, and then press and drink the water. If you can fill the cup and hold that cup in your right hand with the water, that's better if you could arrange that. And lastly, the most famous of these kinds of halachas, and that is that when you make a bracha, there shouldn't be any talking between the bracha and the eating of the food. If at all possible, try to arrange that there won't be any stop in between. That's how you should try to arrange it if possible. And you say, oh, if I need to talk for, say, hand me the salt, I'm allowed to do that. Even that, it is true that that's allowed, but you should try and arrange it so that no talking happens. If it doesn't need to happen, try to arrange it that it's going to be bracha and then eat. That's the best way to arrange things. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.